All right, guys, we're here with Brandon Carpenter. Brandon, you have Carpenter's Customs.
Yes,
right?
sir. That's right, Joe.
Hey, tell me a little bit about what's going on tonight, because the streets shut down. You know, people they're saying, hey, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably asking a lot of questions right now, wondering what's going on in downtown Ashland by the movie theater. We've already actually had a couple people thinking the semis crashed in the theater, but that's not the case tonight.
And
so,
we were just
thank
joking
gosh.
about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before they came up, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So basically what we got going on here tonight is for 2 years now, me and my friend Chad Viollet, he works for RoadWorks Manufacturing, and he actually drives their show truck. They basically build a new show truck for every show season, and they use it to advertise their products. And they were looking for a place to actually shoot some photographs of their truck. And they basically travel all over the country, kind of looking for the perfect spots to shoot it. And I kept telling them for 2 years, hey, we've got the perfect place here in Ashland. And it's just one of those things. We've been working at it, and finally tonight was the night. The weather's beautiful. It was the night to get these photos done for them, and we're glad to be here. And I mean, look how amazing the truck looks underneath there. I think it was an instant success once we parked it there. So,
And I wanted to let people know, on the sides there, we were just talking about this. Sterling silver is in the paint.
yes. So
let's talk about that.
Yeah. So the actual, when you look at the truck and you actually see the silver that is obviously in the two-tone. Well, actually, there's more than several colors in that paint job. But the actual silver you see is real sterling silver. That's the first time it's ever been done on a big truck, to my knowledge. It's obviously very expensive because they actually have to take a whole block of sterling silver, shave it off, and then apply it to the paint job. So the truck actually has 8 layers of clear to cover that sterling silver, and it's just kind of an amazing feature of it that you just don't see every day.
And this photographer, I'm going to talk to him a little bit later.
Absolutely.
But I mean, he's done pictures all over, and I've seen some of his work. And I'm like, oh, you got to teach me how to do that.
Yeah, right. He's one of the best in the business. So, yeah, he's looking at me right now, like shaking his head, like, hey, you know what? But he's very humble, but he's extremely good at what he does. And this, like I say, I can't wait to see what comes out of this. It's a great opportunity for Ashland. The advertisement that comes along with this from all over will be phenomenal. It's wonderful for the theater, and we really appreciate him being able to do this and get this done, and not only that, RoadWorks Manufacturing for thinking of Ashland.
And this is going to be in probably a few magazines, or just be all over?
This will go all over the world, more than likely, yeah. In the next couple of days, I know Facebook, as far as anything truck-wise, it'll probably be all over Facebook, I'm sure. I mean, his work is, known by a lot of people, so pretty interesting opportunity for us.
And what is your customs? Let's talk a little bit about your customs.
So, about a year ago, I started building custom show semis. So I've had a trucking company here in Ashland for almost 12 years now. And about a year ago, I was approached by some of these companies that actually make these products for big rigs, and some of the owners, and was asked to start building some trucks because I've always kind of had fancy semis, and I've always kind of done my own thing with them. So about a year ago, I went out on my own. I kind of parked the trucks. I actually don't do much hauling anymore, and now all I do is build these show semis, and they go all over the country to shows. I mean, every weekend there's a truck show going on somewhere. We basically build trucks and trailers for that. We do paint jobs and stuff for different things, but for the most part, it's all show trucks.
When I was stationed in the Army in Fort Hood, Texas, there in Dallas, they had right outside, a huge truck show.
Oh, yeah.
This was back in, I don't know, 2000s,
yeah.
early 2000s. So it was pretty neat. I mean,
yeah.
They had some trucks there. I mean, you just walk past it, and like this one's probably what, $500,000?
Oh yeah, this truck, I'm sure it's probably pretty close to a $500,000 truck. I mean, it's definitely, we kind of talk about it all the time when we finish them. What do you insure a truck for that for? How do you even possibly insure that?
Right.
Because these trucks go out, and like this one, it was actually just in Reno about 3 weeks ago. So this truck travels all over the country, to these shows, and it's out there. Anybody could run into it at any point. So. And
one of the things that we missed is the air, you actually let the air out, and the entire frame drops down. Yeah, so the entire truck, like most semis, it rides on air. The rear axles on pretty much all trucks, unless they're a spring ride, are all air ride. And then one of the things that's happened here with the show world adopted it, and now pretty much everyone's doing it, is the front axle's on air ride.
And the cool part about that is, obviously, like you're saying, you can pull in somewhere and you just flip a switch and the whole thing drops right to the ground and the bumper's sitting right on the pavement. It's a really cool look, but with that, you better remember to lift your truck up before you leave the parking lot, because a lot of bumpers get bent that way. So,
I bet.
yeah, you got to have a little extra money in the bumper budget whenever you have air ride in the front. So it happens all the time, unfortunately.
So Ashland's actually going to hit the national field
Yes.
when this picture comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I'm going to actually put the picture, the photographer's going to send me the picture that he gets done with this, and we'll put it in the video while we're talking so people can see what you're talking about. I think it's going to be great. Brandon,
it is.
Awesome. Thank you very much, and you have a great night.
Yep, you too. Thank you, Joe.